Hello student, today I am giving my lecture on paper number 106 complex analysis. Function of a complex variable. Function of a complex variable if z is equal to x plus iota y and w is equal to u plus iota v are two complex variables. Here w is a function of function of z, that is w is equal to f of z. Now we see the definition. W is a single valued function. So definition: for each value of z in a region R of the z plane, their corresponding a unique value for w, then w is called single valued function of z in that region. મીન્સ કે ઝેડની બધી વેલ્યુ માટે ડબલ્યુની યુનિક વેલ્યુ મળે ત્યારે એને કહેવાય સિંગલ વેલ્યુડ ફંક્શન ઓફ ઝેડ. હવે જ્યારે એક કરતાં વધારે વેલ્યુ મળે તો એને શું કહેવાય? તો કે મલ્ટી વેલ્યુડ ફંક્શન. લખો ડેફિનેશન. આ ડેફિનેશનથી સિંગલ valued function of z, w is a single valued function of z. And an example, for example w is equal to z square is a single valued function of z. Now the second definition: multi-valued function. For each value of z in a region R of the Z plane for each value of Z in a region R of the Z plane if Z plane their corresponding more than one value of W exists for each value of Z. If more than one value of W exists, then W is called a multi-valued function. Definition: multi-valued function. And example: W is equal to under root Z is a multi-valued function of Z. Now W is complex and W is equal to U plus iota V, where U is real part of complex number and V is imaginary part of complex number, and W depend on Z, and Z is equal to X plus iota Y. Hence U and V becomes a real function of X and Y, and W, we can write W is equal to f of Z is equal to U of X comma Y plus iota V of X comma Y. U and V are function of X and Y. Now definition, આપણે પહેલાં બધી ડેફિનેશન જોઈ લઈએ, એના પછી આપણે એનાલિટિક ફંક્શન ઉપર જઈશું. એનાલિટિક ફંક્શન ઉપર જતાં પહેલાં ફર્સ્ટ ડેફિનેશન, લિમિટ. A function W is equal to f of Z is said to have said to have limit L as Z approaches to a point Z0 if for a given epsilon, if for a given small positive number epsilon, we can find a positive number delta such that for all Z is not equal to Z0 in the disk, mod Z minus Z0 is less than delta. We have mod f of Z minus L is less than epsilon. Symbolically we can write limit Z tends to Z0 f of Z is equal to L. Definition of limit: a function w is equal to f of z is said to have limit L as z approaches to a point Z0 if for a given small positive number epsilon we can find another positive number delta such that for all z not equal to Z0 in the disk, mod Z minus Z0 is less than delta. We have mod f of z minus L is less than epsilon, and we can write in this form: limit z tends to Z0 f of z is equal to L. Now the second definition: continuous function means continuity of z. A function w is equal to f of z is equal to u of xy plus iota v of xy is said to be continuous at z is equal to Z0 if f of Z0 is defined and limit z tends to Z0 f of z is equal to f of z0. A function w is said to be continuous at the point z0 if f of z0 is defined and limit z tends to z0, f of z is equal to f of z0. In other word, we can write if w is equal to f of z is equal to u of x comma y plus iota v of x comma y is continuous at z is equal to z0, then u of x comma y and v of x comma y both are continuous at x0 comma y0 and conversely if u of x comma y and v of x comma y both are continuous at x0 and y0, then f of z is continuous at z is equal to z0. Now the next definition, differentiation of f of z. The derivative of a complex function, the derivative of a complex function w is equal to f of z at a point z0 is written as f dash of 0 and is defined by derivative of w with respect to z is equal to f dash of z0 is equal to limit delta z tends to 0 f of z0 plus delta z minus f of z0 upon delta z. Provided this limit exists, then f is said to be differentiable at z0 if we write the change delta z is equal to z minus z0. We also have since z is equal to z0 plus delta z, so derivative at z0 is equal to limit z tends to z0 f of z minus f of z0 upon z minus z0.